And hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your NFL guru, Neal back with Week 7 predictions. Week 6 was a pretty solid outcome as well. Went 10-4, called a few big upsets like the Lions getting their first win against the Bears, that huge Saints upset on the Falcons on Thursday night. So there were some good calls. Let's continue that success. We have Thursday night football. The Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. I wonder who's going to win this game. Don't you guys? I mean, I don't know. Marshawn, I think he's gonna have a big game. I wonder. I mean, we're just gonna find. Of course, Seattle's gonna win this. Let's be real. Seattle Seahawks are easily going to win this game. They're going to frustrate Kaepernick. They're going to sack him over and over again. Look for 4 sacks from that Seattle defense. Also, look for Doug Baldwin to get a touchdown. The Seattle Seahawks play spoiler, get back in the playoff race and the divisional race, and make the Niners fall to 2-5. Next, we have the Bills at the Jaguars. Early start. It's London, baby. And we got the Bills to win this game. I believe Shady McCoy is going to have a big game. And I just don't think the Jaguars have what it takes to win this game. They're just an extreme lack of talent almost everywhere but the wide receiver and quarterback position. But still not enough. I'm looking for the Bills to win this game. The Vikings at the Lions. Upset alert. Going to take the Detroit Lions to win this game. Look for Megatron to have a big game as well. Same with Matthew Stafford. He's a good start this week as well. The Vikings get upset at Detroit. The Falcons at the Titans. I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons. I think with Marcus Mariota out, there's no way the Titans win this game. Plain and simple. The Saints at the Colts. Not going to be a very great game, but I'm going to take the Colts to win this game. I think Andrew Luck will destroy that Saints secondary into pieces. He'll shred them apart. Look for Andre Johnson, T.Y. Hilton. Kobe Fleener, Dwayne Allen can have big games as well. The passing attack is going to dominate the Saints. The Buccaneers at the Redskins. I'm going to take the Washington Redskins. And here's why. I think Cousins is going to carry that team. The Buccaneers don't have a defense or offense. Winston's struggling. Look for the Redskins to win this game. The Steelers at the Chiefs. Another upset here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, they're going to get their second win of the season. They're going to beat Landry Jones and that Steelers offense. They're going to harass them. And what's the Pittsburgh Steelers' weakness? They can't cover the tight ends. So Kelce is going to have a big game because that's all Alex Smith can really do is check down the running backs and throw it to his tight ends. I'm loving the way the Steelers are playing this season. They're a very talented team. But without Vic and Big Ben and starting Landry Jones, yes, he had a good week last week. I don't think he can keep up his success at Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs win this game. Texans at Dolphins. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins to win this game. Simple as that. I think Lamar Miller, Jarvis Landry, they're all going to have big games. The Texans lose, Miami wins. The Browns at the Rams. Another simple win. I'm going to take the Rams. The Browns cannot tackle running backs. Look for Todd Gurley to have a big game. The Rams win. The Jets at the Patriots. This is going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to take the New England Patriots in a close one. They're going to win on a game-winning field goal. Yes, I'm whispering not only because it's late in the night, but the main reason is because it's going to be intense. So look for the Patriots to win this game. The Jets defense is going to come out to play, but the Patriots win this game in a close one. Next, we got out of the bye week. They're back. The Raiders at the San Diego Chargers. I'm going to take the Oakland Raiders to win this game. I think Carr lights up that Chargers secondary. Cooper and Crabtree have big games. I think Latavius carries the team. The Raiders get back to 500 with a big win against a divisional rival in the San Diego Chargers. The Oakland Raiders win this game. Next, the Cowboys at the Giants. I'm going to take the Giants. I think it's just going to be a simple game. With the Cowboys all banged up, look for the Giants to win this game. Eli's upset after the way they played against the Eagles, so is Coughlin. Look for the Giants to win this game in their hometown. The Eagles at the Panthers. Guess what? We're on Sunday Night Football. And I am going to take in an upset the Philadelphia Eagles to give the Carolina Panthers their first loss of the season. Yes, they had a phenomenal performance at Seattle last week. They're going to get a bit ahead of themselves. Look for that no-huddle, fast-paced offense of the Philadelphia Eagles with Chip Kelly to attack the Panthers' defense. The Panthers may have a talented defense, even with Kuechly and all those guys, but there's so many weapons on Philadelphia, and they're slowly starting to gel together. Look for the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game under the lights in Carolina. And now we are on Monday Night Football. And I'm going to take the Arizona Cardinals. They're at home against the Baltimore Ravens. Gotta go with Arizona. The Battle of the Birds. Gotta take the one in the desert. Going with Arizona to win this game. Carson Palmer and his Cardinals just massacre the Ravens. I expect at least a 10 to 14 point win. Yes, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They're about to turn it up a notch as they get back on the winning track, get on a little win streak and start it off against the Baltimore Ravens. And now we have fantasy sits and starts. So, play Carson Palmer. Automatic start at quarterback. He's under the lights in his home. Monday Night Football. Look for him to have a big game. Sit Teddy Bridgewater. They're at Detroit. Detroit's going to fluster Bridgewater. They're going to attack him. Look for 3 or 4 sacks from that Detroit defense. Sit Teddy. At running backs, start Todd Gurley. He's playing a very weak Browns defense. Look for Gurley to have a big game. Also, Latavius Murray. The Chargers are one of the worst defenses in the NFL at run stopping. Look for Latavius Murray to have a big game as he comes back after an injury and a bye week. Sit Doug Martin. He's going to struggle. The Buccaneers are at the Redskins, who actually have a pretty talented defense. Look for Martin to struggle. Also, sit DeMarco Murray. Yeah, he's at the Panthers. They're going to stop the run. They're going to key in on the run. Look for DeMarco to struggle this game. Some wide receivers to start. Pierre Garcon, great matchup at home against the Buccaneers. He's going to light that secondary up. Look for Garcon to have a big game. Next up, Jarvis Landry. They're at home. The Dolphins are at home against the Texans. I, of course, took the Dolphins to win this game, and I'm going to take Landry to have a big game as well. Julio Jones is a shocking sit this week. They're playing the Tennessee Titans, who have allowed the least amount of passing yards in the NFL. Yes, you guys, the least amount. Look for Julio to not really have a big game. It's a tough sit, but if you have better guys, start, more talented. No, not more talented, but more, better matchup performed players. It's all about matchups. That's how you win your fantasy games. You play players based on matchups. Remember that. Also, sit DeAndre Hopkins. They're at the Dolphins. I just think Hoyer's going to get sacked way too many times. I just don't think Hopkins has a big game. I think he comes down a bit this week. Tight end to start, Travis Kelce. Alex Smith loves his tight ends. They're playing Pittsburgh, who struggles at covering tight ends. Look for Kelce to have a big game. Sit Rob Gronkowski. They're playing the Jets. Very fast, talented linebacking core. The Jets are going to key in on Gronkowski. Look for the Patriots to actually win this game running the ball because they're going to have to open up the run. Look for, Dion Lewis to have a big game, but I don't think Gronkowski is. Kicker, start Phil Dawson. All the Niners are going to be doing is kicking field goals. I picked them to win last week against the Ravens. I had a gut feeling with all those injuries, and even though some of them played, they were just too banged up. I had a feeling the Niners win. Niners aren't going to win for a while, guys. I'm going to take Phil Dawson is a start because they're going to get a bunch of field goals, but not a lot of touchdowns. Sit Sebastian Janikowski. The Raiders are at the Chargers. These two teams always have shootouts, man. They're always high offensive games, with a lot of high pace, exciting touchdowns, deep balls from Malcolm Floyd. I think Amari Cooper, Crabtree, Keenan Allen. You never know. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Even Antonio Gates will have a big one. Look for Janikowski to not be necessary. He's not going to be needed to kick a lot of field goals this week. Defense to start the Washington Redskins. Might I say more, they're playing Jameis Winston and the Buccaneers. Start the Redskins. Sit the Jets. They're at New England. New England is a good offense, as we all know. They're looking terrifying right now. Sit the Jets. Sleepers, we got quarterback Matthew Stafford. A lot of people were impressed last week the way he played against the Bears. I think he keeps it up in his hometown in Detroit. I think they play well against the Vikings. Start Stafford. Running back to start, Lamar Miller. He had a monster week last week, and he's going to continue his success against the Houston Texans. And finally, we have wide receiver Michael Floyd from the Arizona Cardinals. Look for him to have a big game. They're on Monday night, and they're playing the Ravens. I think Floyd has a monster game. So that does it. Thank you guys. Keep tuning in. Hopefully Week 7 predictions are as good as Week 6, if not better. So keep tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy football. Thank you, and have a nice day.